Grocery shopping can be a dreaded chore or a culinary adventure. And for many shoppers, the best grocery stores are smaller regional chains. Here are the chains we'd love to see more of across the country. Just about every Texan knows that H-E-B is the state's unofficial grocery store. The chain is only located throughout the Lone Star State, but there are many reasons why it's so popular there and could stand to go nationwide. First, almost everything H-E-B sells is priced extremely well. Second, H-E-B sources its meat and produce from as many local farms as possible. They make it a point to sell favorite Texas brands such as Whataburger bacon and even Texas-themed items like a dip tray shaped like the state.
These chips are made for Texans by Texans, and because we make them ourselves, we have the opportunity to try some really delicious and sometimes out there flavors.
As if that weren't enough, many individual H-E-B stores also feature a coffee shop, barbecue restaurant, cooking classes, and free samples. If you aren't lucky enough to live near an H-E-B, maybe you should consider moving. Shopping at Wegmans is an experience. This revered East Coast chain stocks its stores with all the usual foods, as well as the chain's seriously impressive, well-priced store brand items, which some say are better than their name brand competition, and rumor has it that the hot bar is not to be missed. Not only is Wegmans consistently well organized and clean, but it also boasts an incredibly fresh produce section that even a farmer would appreciate. And when it comes to reputation, Wegmans was #1 among the most visible brands in America, according to the Axio Harris Poll 100. Customers are seriously loyal to the store, which emphasizes healthy foods, locally sourced produce, and a calm shopping experience.
Wegmans is a family-owned business that's been open for over 100 years, and employees say that's a major part of what plays into their culture.
Wegmans' over 110 existing stores are so popular that the chain says it receives thousands of requests for new locations every year. So while it may only be regional for now, we can all dream that one day it will be as widespread as grocery giants like Walmart. If you've ever wanted to feel like a true foodie, then Central Market is the place for you. With only 10 locations, this Texas grocery chain isn't as widespread as its parent company, H-E-B, but if you can find one, go in. Central Market is a more gourmet version of H-E-B that prides itself on specialty foods, as well as cooking classes and wine education. So what sets Central Market apart from the rest? While it may carry many of the same things as H-E-B, it also stocks more specialty items like blue grits and squid ink pasta.
Central Market is really into produce. Like, if you can grow it, we got it into produce.
And Central Market locations are known for being well-kept and easy to shop. You can be sure that you'll have an enjoyable grocery shopping trip if you have one nearby. If you've ever traveled to the southern US, then you've likely heard of Publix. The regional grocery chain is beloved by practically anyone who has ever set foot in one. Even if you didn't know Publix was a regional grocery chain, there's a good chance you've heard of its iconic Pub Sub. It sounds like a simple sandwich, but it's so much more.
I see a custom deli sub in your future. Lettuce, onion, cucumber. I'll make it just how you like it.
The bread is made fresh in each store's bakery, and you can customize it with a variety of meats, cheese, veggies, and plenty more. Some locations offer cooking classes via the Publix Aprons Cooking School, and Publix pharmacies even offer telehealth appointments with licensed providers. Between the pristine stores, friendly customer service, and the major sandwich game, it's no wonder Publix does so well. It's even ranked among Fortune's 100 best companies to work for many years. So if you ever find yourself near a Publix, check it out, and don't leave without a Pub Sub. By now, most people have heard of Aldi, the discount grocery store known for keeping prices low and shopping experiences stressful, unless you prefer digging around shipping boxes instead of shelves. But there's a new discount grocery store on the scene that offers Aldi customers an option. Lidl is a grocery store that, like Aldi, also hails from Germany, but there are a few key differences. With locations currently only on the East Coast from Connecticut to Georgia, Lidl Lidl is still a regional chain, but it's already attracted a loyal customer base. Additionally, Lidl stores are often much bigger than Aldi's, making them less claustrophobic and arguably less stressful to shop in. At Lidl, there's no digging in your pocket to find a quarter to rent a shopping cart either, though you do still need to pack your own bags at the checkout. While there's no word on whether or not Lidl will be expanding, we can likely all agree that it would be nice to have a roomier version of Aldi. If you want a regional grocery chain that feels exclusive without being expensive, then allow us to introduce you to Stu Leonard's. The chain has 7 locations in New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey, but this store is so good, it's sure to garner a national fan base if given the opportunity. Stu Leonard's makes customer experience its top priority. The chain began as a small dairy store in 1969, and although it's been expanding ever since, it remains a family business with plenty of personal touches. As a result, a shopping trip to Stu Leonard's is truly unique. Depending on the store, customers might come across animatronic characters, employees dressed in eye-catching costumes, and even a petting zoo. Additionally, Stu Leonard's philosophy is to support its employees in hopes of keeping them and their customers happy. The groceries are fresh, the store is fun, and the people are nice. We certainly need more of that in our grocery shopping days. A store called Piggly Wiggly might sound like something out of a southern sitcom, but it's very real and extremely beloved by its customers. Piggly Wiggly is based in the South, with more than 500 locations across 18 states. And thanks to great prices, a memorable name, and a storied history, Piggly Wiggly is genuinely a one-of-a-kind chain.
All right. Piggly Wiggly. And home. Nowhere else.
It sources local produce and sells southern favorites like barbecue sauce, pimento cheese, and pickles. And the deli is both delicious and affordable. The store has an enormous craft beer selection, which brings in its own large fan base. In fact, Piggly Wiggly is so popular, shoppers even buy Piggly Wiggly merch. Historically, Piggly Wiggly was actually the first self-serve grocery store, during a time when grocery store clerks assembled orders for their shoppers. Obviously, the idea caught on. Grocery chain Meijer may not be well known beyond the Midwest and Kentucky, but in states that have one, it's beloved. Meijer's values stem from founder Fred Meier's personal and professional philosophy.
I would hope that when I die, somebody could say, Fred lived, Fred died, the world's a little better because he came along.
That's exactly what the grocery store chain aims to do with its high-quality customer service, low prices, attention to cleanliness, and the freshness of its produce and other food items. Many shoppers insist Meijer has superior produce compared to other groceries, even though the store has a casual vibe. And along with fresh food, you can also find home goods and clothes here. In fact, Meijer could give Walmart a run for its money. After all, who wouldn't appreciate a better alternative to Walmart? Heinen's is a smaller grocery store native to the Cleveland area, but with Illinois locations as well. Originally a butcher shop, Heinen's was founded in 1929 by Joe Heinen. The store has blossomed since then, but it still adheres to his original 2 philosophies.
Is buy the best, sell the best. And the second was treat your customers as guests and invite them back.
Heinen's is still mostly local to the Cleveland area, but its impact is huge. Not only do customers love it, but Consumer Reports ranked it in the top 3 grocery stores in America, an impressive accomplishment for a store with so few locations compared to other chains. This regional grocery is popular because of its outstanding customer service, store upkeep, and the quality of everything it sells. And that's everything from produce to meat to packaged goods. Not to mention the experience of grocery shopping in the Cleveland store, which looks like a high-end hotel from another era. Hy-Vee is a Midwestern grocery chain with locations in 8 states. Shoppers are fiercely loyal to the chain, and for good reason. In 2021, Hy-Vee was ranked as the second best grocery store in America by USA Today, underlining its commitment to providing a great experience for shoppers and employees alike. Not only is Hy-Vee dedicated to serving its community through charitable donations and college scholarships, but its in-store experience makes it a true standout in the grocery world. It sources as much produce as it can from local farmers, and its products have a reputation for high quality at low prices. Hy-Vee feels like a smaller chain because of its quality and atmosphere, but it operates more than 285 stores. The chain is set to expand into Indiana, Tennessee, Alabama, and Kentucky, so you may find one close to you sooner than you think. Southern California chain Stater Brothers is another regional grocery store that knows what it's doing. Despite being a smaller chain, Stater Brothers was one of the top 10 grocery stores in America in 2017, according to Consumer Reports. Then again, staying small might be why Stater Brothers does what it does so well. Customers appreciate the store's emphasis on sourcing fresh meat and produce, while the locations are known for being kept super clean by some of the nicest employees around. Stater Brothers was founded by twin brothers Leo and Cleo Stater, who opened the store in 1936 with just a $600 down payment before heading off to fight in World War II. For the time being, at least, it looks like Stater Brothers will be staying true to its Southern California roots, leaving those of us in the rest of the country just a little envious. Like Stater Brothers, Ralph's also serves Southern California, but Ralph's is more of an institution in the area than other grocery stores. Ralph's, which is owned by Kroger, is one of the oldest grocery chains in the state and might as well be the state grocery store of California.
You never see Ralph there. He's shopping at Vaughn's like a regular person.
Ralph's is a breeze to shop at because the entire store is so well laid out and nicely kept. The chain offers impressive weekly deals to help you save money. They place a lot of focus on in-season produce, and their store brands are also very popular. In addition to its own label, Ralph's also sells its parent company's Kroger brand food items in store. This means that the selection at Ralph's is quite large. So even though this grocery has the feel of a smaller local chain, it has all the advantages of a bigger one. Located along the East Coast, Harris Teeter has plenty of stores, though they're only found in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Maryland, Georgia, Florida, and Delaware, with a couple stores in Washington, D.C. Still, the regional chain has quite a shining reputation, especially in small southern towns. Founded in 1960, Harris Teeter has managed to strike an ideal balance between the feel of a small store and a large chain all at once. It regularly sells local specialties while still offering all of the standard grocery store items. Harris Teeter is priced well too, and it offers regular weekly deals and coupons. It even has a membership program known as HT Plus, which offers free grocery delivery, fuel points, and extra savings. Some consider Harris Teeter to be the best grocery store in the country, and would no doubt love to see it crop up everywhere. In Northern California and Nevada, there's one regional grocery chain that stands out: Raley's. This pretty spectacular grocery store was first opened in 1935 by Tom Raley. While its area of service is pretty small, it's popular for good reason. Not only does Raley stock the standard grocery store fare, but it offers fresh produce, a delicious deli and bakery, and a floral department. Raley's customers make it sound like much more than just your typical grocery store. One online reviewer writes, "My local Raley's is beautiful. The deli counter offerings are great. Lots of choices throughout the store. Unfortunately, we may not see a Raley's beyond California and Nevada anytime soon, but maybe one day. After all, with its private label, amazing savings, and so much more, Raley's is a destination."